It looks like the Disney streaming service that's coming out next year plans on making solo TV series based on characters that don't receive the limelight as much but are still considered popular in the MCU films. Characters like Loki and Scarlet Witch. It looks like we're going to be getting a solo Loki TV series and a Scarlet Witch TV series. 8 episodes or so. I'll have more right after the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to News to Astonish, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more, bringing you some news about the new Disney streaming service that's launching next year. So I have an article here talking about potential solo Loki TV series and a Scarlet Witch TV series, limited to only 8 episodes. Now I can see why that Disney would aim to give these characters a TV series due to their popularity, especially Loki, who is the co-star to Chris Hemsworth Thor. So reading from the article coming to you from Superhero Hype, it says here, Disney next year is launching a new streaming service to compete with Netflix and Amazon Prime. Disney fully intends to win this war, and the company may be bringing a few of Marvel Cinematic's heroes and villains to the battle. Variety is also reporting that Disney is developing multiple limited series featuring characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Most notably, Loki and Scarlet Witch were listed as 2 of the shows in development. Both Tom Hiddleston and Elizabeth Olsen are expected to reprise their roles for the respective series. Now, to add on, I'm really excited about this personally because I'm a huge fan of Tom Hiddleston's Loki, and I think Tom Hiddleston is an awesome actor. Scarlet Witch's actress Elizabeth Olsen is also really cool, and I think that these characters don't get as much support. Specifically, the Scarlet Witch character, she doesn't get as much attention as, let's say, Tom Hiddleston's Loki. And due to the fact that these characters are very popular, Marvel is probably making the right move in giving these characters its own respected limited TV series. It could be 1 season, 2 seasons, I don't care. As long as they get more screen time and we get some separate stories that are told, I would be gladly happy with that. And I had a few ideas as to where Loki can get his own TV show called Loki Agent of Asgard, like they did in 2014 in Marvel Comics, or even Tales of Asgard, and tell stories about Loki. As for Scarlet Witch, we can get an origin story. It doesn't have to be set in the present necessarily, but it could be set in the past, so we can just get more adventures with these characters. We just definitely want to explore these characters, and unfortunately we don't even have that much time in exploring their origins or their stories in the movies because they're not really the central character. But since they've appeared in several movies, we've grown to like them because they are very likable. Anyways, moving on for where I left off. The report is also noting that there are plans for other limited series where Disney and Marvel declined to comment on Variety reports, which indicated that Marvel Studios would oversee the new limited series. It added that each limited series would only have 6 to 8 episodes, with Kevin Feige taking a hands-on role in their development. Very few of the Marvel TV series have featured characters from the films despite the shared MCU landscape. Marvel TV and Marvel Studios have operated as separate entities. Consequently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and the rest a very one-sided relationship with the movies. The shows refer to events in the films, while the movies ignore the characters who originated on TV. And this is very true. Despite the fact that these characters like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and the people in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. do share the same universe and the same landscape, we only get as little as references when it comes to mentioning the events that have occurred in the films, while the films completely disregard the characters that have appeared on TV, even though Disney does own ABC Studios, which airs these shows. And it's a little disappointing and a little sad, honestly. I mean, I really wish there was more than just references. I wish the characters from the films would acknowledge the existence of these characters. You would think that we would have gotten at least an appearance from like Luke Cage or Daredevil or Jessica Jones when it came to that alien spaceship appearing in New York City in Avengers Infinity War. But no, it's completely ignored. It's like it's its own thing, but at the same time, it's still a shared universe. So continuing on to the article, potentially Marvel's Disney streaming shows could be a game changer for the MCU. If the original performers like Hiddleston and Olsen are involved, then it gives the new Marvel shows a more solidified relationship with the films. Variety's report also suggests that the Loki and Scarlet Witch limited series would have larger budgets than traditional TV shows. The potential to bring more Avenger characters to television may also prove to be a big selling point for Disney's streaming service. How do you guys feel about a potential Loki and Scarlet Witch limited series? And how do you feel about a potential limited series for any of the MCU characters? Could you imagine if characters from the MCU films got their own show with brand new adventures? And we're talking just adventures that can be limited to like at least personal size, smaller Avengers. And then when it comes to them making appearance in movies, the adventures and the theme of it will be grand scale, like really big, that requires multiple appearances from multiple characters like the Avengers. So I think it's a great idea, and I think it's a huge selling point. And the fact that Disney and Marvel is reassuring us that these shows would have a bigger budget than your usual TV shows is a huge selling point. It's awesome. I think it's a great idea. And also fans like myself can rest assured that great, we don't have to look for another actor to play a character that we already love and know. So what do you guys think? Should we get a limited TV series run for characters like Loki, Scarlet Witch, even Hawkeye? I would love to see a limited series run on Hawkeye. Kind of like those Marvel one-shots, except it's 6 to 8 episodes and it features a main Avenger or a main character from the MCU films. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you guys don't miss anything, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.